All right. Here we are. I'm hearing a lot of rock murders already. By now you know the drill. Running across the landscape, we're picking up hemp as our number one, but also wood, stone, metal ore, even sulfur if we come by it. Especially with those new legacy wood nodes, it's even worthwhile to bash those with a rock. For only 600 wood, you can pop down a legacy wood shelter at any point if you feel like you're just about to die. It's awesome to keep in your hotbar while you're running across the map. Now this week, I didn't have any specific plan in mind. I really had a few things I wanted to do, but the map that was presented was just not right for a lot of things, so all I did was head away from the spawn beach. I knew on the other side of the map there were a few possibilities, and until I got there I wasn't sure, but I believe there's an area near a lake in the middle of nowhere, no monuments or roads around, that would be perfect for a mining playthrough. Is that what I think it is? It is. That's a horse. That would be massive. I could try to get it to outpost, but I don't know. I think I just want to run across the map. And run across the map I did. While I've cut or skipped the most of this, it was a pretty uneventful ride. Getting that horse early means that anyone else who doesn't have a horse will be left in the dust. That gives me enough time to gather and throw down my 2x1 without any worry. Anyone else who's going to be that quick is most likely on their way to a monument or somewhere else that isn't a lake in the middle of nowhere. Alright, I'm going to use the getaway safety of my horse to match this legacy wood. Alright, and our plan once again today is a mining base. I'm setting out to prove that only through mining the 3 types of nodes and selling them in vending machines, you can become anything. You can be rich, you can buy any item through the vending machines, you can do it all. And we're going to set out today to prove that. And I think we did. Well, you know me, I'm all about the 2x1, so. I did that whole thing in really weird order, but the TC is down. First key lock, outside. I don't know why I'm trying to place it sideways. Wrong. There we are. So if I stand, yeah, right at the head of the bear is 100. Hello? No one lives in this god rock yet. Why do I really want to build a second base here? Farming some nodes, toss down another starter. Little did I know that this tiny little rock would become the strongest base I had ever built in Rust. I can already tell this is going to be a wild base. These new building mechanics are awesome. Alright. Base number 2 is down. Rug. Now, while editing this video, what I can say is that I'm spending too much time on Prim. Spending too much time in Workbench 101, on arrows, on hunting mode. While they do take a fair amount of time in real life, it's just not that exciting of content. You know, I've been through a couple now, and I'm gonna start cutting them shorter. It's a bear. If it's a different bear. Is there any way I kill it? I got it. I got it. I need bandages pronto, bro. Boom. Furnace is down. We are cooking. I'm cheating. This is stupid. Oh wow. Ooh, gears and solar panel. Oh no. Rug. So if I'm right about bears, you gotta piss them off. Get them in your face. Keep fighting. 2 or 3 arrows from when it runs away. I missed that. Oh no, it's definitely one shot. Yes. It was at this point that the server started lagging. And lagging badly. It was pretty much unplayable. Everyone was complaining in Discord. We were kicked a couple times. Through this process, I'll speed up the building because it was not ideal. The 8-second build delay is just crazy. Ooh, someone's farming. One hit. That's 2 hits. Oh, he's down. Ooh. Hope he wasn't running towards his big group. But that is massive. And with that player's generous donation of some farm, I took to upgrading the base. It was at this point that the server, again, completely crashed. Oh, nice. I'm so glad I fucking paid for VIP. Okay, we are back. Should I guess I should just do a roof for now. Standard. And figure out later my plans. Wow. I'm out of that guy's stone already. That is a lot of gunshots. I don't like that. Okay. Nice. First weapon is being crafted. Gorgeous. Shooting at the laser. Are there two? Three semi-bodies? It's actually huge. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. From scientist and a wolf. Oh no! Someone's being raided. We just got here. Oh, no, dude. Rug. That should work. I don't know. I'll fix it later if it doesn't work. Could certainly fit a full rack here, though. Oh well. He has like nothing. But I really want to get home with these pipes. That's 3 revolvers, bro. I really want to get home. Holy shit, there's a guy building on top of my rock. And while I didn't quite know it at the time, this would turn into my first rival. The first person I would focus on killing and raiding in all of my Rust history. I quickly depoted and ran to stop him. And while at first I thought there was a 3-ban, it turns out I just had the worst timing ever. I couldn't stop him from building because at that very moment, a couple of rats rushed out from their hiding spot. Dude, this peak's nasty. I'm missing. I like that. It's a fucking group. I'm facing the unfortunate timing of the first death of my wife. This is also when I'd realized the first of many, many mistakes I would make due to my noobishness. Not only can you build on top of the God Rock, you can build on almost any part of it. Even though I had build privilege on the bottom, I would need about 6 or 7 external TCs to actually lock down one of the new God Rocks. While this may seem awful for solos, God Rocks are still amazing. You can lock down the bottom without too much work, but you just need to get someone away from the very top. Because if someone's just on your forehead the whole wipe, what are you gonna do? That's insane. That shot's crazy. Okay, just missed the rest. Bro, are you the one who moved in on my forehead? If you're not, we're cool. Alright. Brother, why'd you move in on my forehead? Why have you done this to me? We are in the middle of nowhere. I can give you my other base. How do you say, do you speak English in Russian? Bro, god damn it. It's beginning to be painfully obvious that my upstairs neighbor is not going to move out on his own. There's only one way to evict him with his wooden doors, and that's Molotov cocktails. Unfortunately, as a solo, that means rushing the level 2 workbench, which is 500 scrap. Not a big deal, but early on in wipe, it's something I usually like to wait a little bit for. You know I love to have a goal, albeit a long one, the level 2 workbench with 500 scrap and then additional scrap to research the Molotov cocktail or any sort of incendiary ammo. It's far away, but we'll get it done. Being near no monuments or even a recycler, the only option at this point was to farm barrels. Now in hindsight, if I had learned what I did at the end of the wipe, and knew how to make these scrap teas, I would have already started those, and I'm super excited to get that going early in my next wipes. But I didn't. Cue hours of farming barrels. And during the downtime of Rust night, I decided to set up my vending machine. This is something that I've been working on rushing, and is only 10 metal nodes, and you're done. The 3 gears are the hard part, but with the high quality gears, you toss your vending machine down, and you can now trade for any item you want. While the update for vending machines and outposts, some people think it wasn't healthy for the game overall, and I can definitely see the points, but the added utility to solo play of using vending machines to be able to use so many different playstyles and still get everything you need, I think it's incredible. I think there's nothing better. I do still think they're underutilized, and personally I wish you could just use drones to fly things from vending machine to vending machine, or some other way that's not just outposts, but even as they are now, I find them extremely important. Ever since the new fishnet updates, it's been one of my favorite things to just get wolf and bear meat and vending machines early on. It doesn't pay off every wipe and not right away all the time, but with a raw value of 30 scrap per meat, it's insane. If you feel like doing the work yourself to go turn them in a fishing village and fish them, go for it. That's the most valuable way to do it, but it's just a bit annoying every time. You have to live near water and you have to wait for them to fish and blah blah blah. Boom. Meat in the vending machine. Move out. Like, bro, you did this to yourself. There's absolutely no need to be polite in a scenario where someone moves in on top of your fucking forehead. Like, there's no one else around. You chose this. Cool skin, though. It's like inflatable. That's hilarious. This is something else I've been thinking while editing the video right now, actually. I'm not sure how much of the farming to keep in. I love farming. I do it all the time, but these videos, I'm already at 24 minutes. And that might go up or down from now, but I'm still in primitive. I still have a revolver. And this ends up being almost none of my wipe. I'm here for over 30 hours of in-game time, and it's taken me so long to get this footage already, and I don't know, maybe I should start skipping to later on, skip to the workbench tier 1 or tier 2 phases. I don't know how much of these early things we need to see. Maybe just keep the fights and nothing else. I'm not sure. Leave a comment with what you think. We're in this journey together after all. It's not me the videos are for. I see someone out here. Doing barrels, probably. And down. Oh, it's him. Ha! Cunt. Good. That's awesome. What the fuck? Okay. I don't want to fight these people. Bro, move somewhere else, like, please. What is his plan? What's he going for? What's your mission? He does not give up, I'll fucking tell you that. Did you actually just move in here? What are you doing? Oh. Hello, buddy. I'm missing, but he's also dip, duck, diving, and dodging a little bit better. I got nothing again. You know what he has? Rocks. Make arrows. Oh, that's someone else. What? Thought I had it. Nice. Yeah, okay, it's the same fucking guy. He's just got bags everywhere. Gonna make our kit again, and I might as well just make it twice this time. Here's that little loser running around. Ah, idiot. Why does he hate me? Move out. Oh my god, it's this fucking scientist. Scared the crap out of me. It didn't make its scientist noise. It never does. The radio or whatever. No, that's a different door. Did he get metal? He's got some stones. Where has this guy had the fucking opportunity to hit nodes? This will be good though. I'll be very glad I've done the tier 2 rush overall. I just sold the fuck out of that. Doesn't make any sense. I've got to sprint towards him with a gun. And while the player was gone, he left most of my loot. I assume because he should have had negative health. Continuing to mine, I then used the approaching nighttime to tunnel the entire way to my vending machine. This would wall everything off and ensure that I was safe and wouldn't lose any loot on the back and forth run. And with that, I finally completed my goal of rushing the tier 2 workbench. Of course, I had many things to do in the meantime, and rushing is never rushing in Rust, but it was done. And now I've realized I've edited about a half hour of just farming. The beginning of this wipe took me so long. It's drained me. Not to mention, there were some technical issues later on. It's been tough. But what I can tell you is that fortunately, after going and incendiary raiding our neighbor, he never really came back. So the rivalry never really became what it could have been, but I didn't like him anyway. I feel like for a true nemesis, we have to do something better. We have to do something more than just some guy who wouldn't leave, moved in on my roof and wouldn't go away. We need competition. Someone that's a bit far away, who contests me often. But with that being said, it's time to throw my first satchels in Rust. Oh shit. Thing is, I don't care if somebody comes up here and kills me, I just need them to finish the raid. Bro, hurry up, what the fuck? Fourth one's a dud, what the... What's the damage range on these fucking things? Oh, they hit me. Come on, baby. Please go off. No. This is not his TC. I think he full griefed this base. Now, sadly, I had no more boom, and while I would return with more later, he never really came back offline or online. He came back once more, and I killed him with a Tommy, and I think he decided that that was enough of that. And although he created his own bed, it was now time for him to sleep. But now, on an almost full population vanilla official server shortly into wipe, satchels would draw a lot of attention. They either left or they all just stopped moving at the same time, which would be insane. That really... Holy shit, those are AKs, bro. Or a burst pistol or something, I don't know. They're automatic. What have I done? Holy shit! What the fuck have I done? Oh no, dude. I took a short break waiting for things to settle down and headed over to my second base, my farm. And while it turns out I took hours and hours and hours extra, longer than I needed to in this wipe, I got God Glitch figured out, I got farming figured out, I got everything figured out. It took me a very long time, and I planted way too many plants. In the future, I don't like this split farming approach. I really don't. This run across the field, it's not too bad, but it's really when I have loot, I have to come back with the teas. Like 30 hours later, I come back and I'm running pure teas just across the field, and I hate it. It's anxiety inducing and it's awful. And running extra loot for no reason when you could just have the same base. The thing is, you're just locked to the water. If you're someone who likes to farm, you're locked to the water. And water catchers, while they are relevant, they're inconsistent and they don't get the job done all the time. You know, only in the first 7 days of a wipe does it rain consistently. There's something about that, which is fine. Right now I'm only playing weeklies and I only get to play about half of them anyway. But I learned a lot, I had a lot of fun, and I'll definitely be farming in the future. I believe on Force Wipe, especially the next one, I want to rush scrap teas. Some for myself, but especially to sell. If I have enough teas, even a second farm in case the first one gets raided, I'll just be able to farm most of the day and sell those instead of actually going out and hitting the nodes myself. Nice. This should do well for the little roof jump up now, for the windmill and such later, and then I'll block it off eventually. I've used like exclusively triangle, so I should just be able to smack those down the whole way. I am so happy that I bought these industrial lights. I've bought way too many skins and DLCs at this point, but I am just I'm loving Rust. It's such a breath of fresh air for me. It looks gorgeous, it plays well, it records well even on Ultra. The gunplay is... it leaves a little to be desired, but it's fun, and the guns sound amazing. The whole progression, it's the best part of a survival game, but you're against real people instead of cannibals or some other shit. You know, everything you do matters. Every node you mine is for something for you, for your base, and just taking a little shack a little 2x1 wooden piece of shed or stone, you know, and turning it into a massive fortress with power and industry and everything for days, for a few days, or for a week. But it's somehow just this most amazing experience, and I'm hoping that it keeps being as fun as it is for me right now for a long time to come, because I'm having so much fun with it. I digress. These industrial lights, as well as the weapon racks, they really add to a base. I like to play vanilla official, and the nights are long. They're 10 minutes long, and the lighting in your base, it even helps in the daytime. It just looks so much better. I'll also say that while I've been having fun solo, I will play with people in the future, but this will definitely be a mostly solo channel. I enjoy survival games and a lot of games like that as a solo. It makes things feel so much more tense. Rust at night feels like a horror game. When there's just no lights and you just hear sounds or a couple footsteps and you just could be about to die, your heart is racing. And having people around, you know, we're social beings. Humans, we're social creatures. So having people around, it adds comfort. It makes you feel better. The more people, the more safe, the more secure. Obviously, strength in numbers is true, especially in Rust as it is in real life. But just having people around adds that. Being in solo, it makes everything more intense. And that's what I love. That's the part, I think, that has kept me loving it and spending a lot of time and just seeking out further and further mechanics and new experiences. And there are so many different ways to play and play styles, and I've gotten to play with those a little bit in the private servers where I started. You know, I started with boosted rates because I feel like that was a good call. I got to practice, you know, and learn things without just getting constantly shit on. I'm having a great time though, and while the video editing is tough, I am loving Rust, and I'm really hoping to keep both going for as long as I can. I just want to play the fucking game. Whose idea was this? And this isn't like, oh, you're putting off your crafting. No, dude, this is just the shit I need to play the motherfucking game. Yeah, you can craft. I could have crafted these before, but then I'm just sitting in my fucking base before. I'm just sitting here with my cock in my hand no matter what I do. Oh, there's enough time. No, there's not, dude. This shit took me 3 fucking minutes. Like, I'm just saying, when I play it on a modded server with no crafting time, no gameplay value is lost. And after a short rant about how pointless crafting times are, I got my electric furnaces set up. Now these are so important. I believe it's important to have your regular furnaces starting way beforehand, but getting the electrics is awesome. If you can forever for the rest of wipe, just dump. Dump your resources in and they will all smelt whether you're around or not. Bro, how do you throw mollies? Okay. Got myself with the first two. Apparently right click, like, drops them at your feet. I don't know who the fuck would ever want to do that. Oh, hell no. Alright, where's this little water pipe shit? That could not have worked out more beautifully. I'm not. Oh, because I forgot that the entrance was still up there, to be honest.
Yep. No, the entrance is closed. Bro, we can help you defend this, dude. You got any better weapons?
Oh, I'm about off, bro. That up top is some shithead that's been on top of my forehead the entire way. I was just trying to blow him up, so. To be honest, I'm about done. You guys can have this base to see, man. If you need it.
I mean, yeah, we have no base. We actually just snowballed from Outpost.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I'll come let you in, dude. And now, unfortunately, I have the bad news that I made yet another mistake, and my cat stepped on my mute button at some point during this process, and I lost about 3 days of footage. Not footage, but I had no mic. You couldn't tell what I was saying, you couldn't tell when to jump to, and I've just decided it'd be best to just skip the rest of the video, cut the footage. We have wipe coming up. I've been super busy in real life, and I have some super big plans, but what I'm gonna show you here is jump the whole way until the end of the wipe, where I give the base away, which is something I usually do. I just feel like I'm leaving 3 days into the wipe. I usually leave on Sunday. And there's a team joining, there's always teams joining, there's always people still wanting to play. It's a large server, and I did all this work, and I'd hate for it to just sit there and exist with no one in it. So I like to give the base away, and that's what you'll see here, and this is mainly going to serve as a tour, and this is something that I'm going to start doing at the end of my videos, is I'm going to have a tour of the entire base. I'm going to show you everything I did, everything that might have gotten cut out. Because, you know, we have industrial sorting going. We have god clones. I had an absolutely massive base. It wasn't unrateable, but the amount of farming that I did as a solo around this god rock, the amount of nodes that I had to myself, I died like twice. The entire wipe. I lost almost nothing at any point. All I did was farm and farm and farm. One end of this base was fully blocked off. One end of the god rock was completely inaccessible. You were not getting through that way. It was just layers and layers and layers of sheet and stone you weren't getting through. And the other way was an extremely long door path that ended up being high quality doors and garage doors. You weren't really getting through that way either. And if you would, with all that sulfur, you're gonna hit the key locks and be like, why did I just raid this so low? You know, this loot is not worth it. And hey, that's what we're going for. Although this is surely not a traditional video and I cut out a lot of good content, I have learned. I have made mistakes and I've learned from them. And that's not just important as a creator, but as a person in general. And a gamer. And what I've done is decided to wipe the rest of it, We're gonna come back, we're gonna do our awesome new plan. I'll be able to record better, my mic settings are better, everything's improving. So thank you so much for sitting through the second video, and I promise that the ones in the future will continue to get even better.